What is up, guys? VayHoz here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this sound right here. Hold up. Okay, and second alternation is this. Alright, I thought this sound would be pretty interesting to cover because it's kind of like a fast cooker in a way, the first alternation especially. And it's like a old and modern sound, you know? I still hear sounds like this going in dubstep songs, so yeah. Anyways. What makes this sound? Well, it's a bunch of sine waves, 2 sine waves to be specific. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Sine square, wavetable is completely on the left for that. I have a performer modulating pitch on there, okay? So if you just, click that and put it on the pitch right there, make it go up 12. The setting here is 1/24, and you could make it go faster if you want, or slower. But it's up to you there. I just thought this was a cool setting. And yeah, basically this is a common technique. I think it first started with people like Delta Heavy, you know, and back in the day. They would have like a square wave just doing that. And it was pretty cool, you know, with the dimension expander. And let's hear what that sounds like. You know, stuff like that. It kind of started with that. And then here we are with that. So yeah, basically, that's what's going on. The second level, the oscillator that's -24 here, his level is a little bit lower. And if it's higher, it's going to sound a little more crunchy and weird. Like, it's going to sound like the preset junkie song from Virtual Ride. I don't know if you guys know. But yeah, I like it at, a little bit less than full volume there. And then this one up here is way higher. You can pitch it wherever you want. Just one warning here. I have a sample and hold right here, which is kind of, I kind of fine-tune this whenever I change the pitch. So, if I'm going to change the pitch up here, I'm going to have to repitch the sample and hold. And then it's going to keep that sort of tone that I wanted when I was making this sound. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's the sample and hold as well. Got a sample and hold on here. It's routed after the filters, which there is none. So just to have it, in the chain, I clicked here on insert 2. And yeah, just the dry wet is pretty low on there, and just try to pitch it, according to this note up here. It's gonna make more sense like that. Okay, following that, I have a Brunner tube on there, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you don't have it on, there's gonna be no distortion, and you're just gonna hear that sample and hold and stuff. And yeah, that's kind of neat like that. Dimension expander is also on. The dry wet is super low, but the size is up. That's because I want a little bit of that effect. A little bit of a lot of that effect. If you know what I mean, because I'm actually boosting it a little bit with the OTT after, so having a low dry wet, it's still going to be brought up a lot, And I'm just going to say one more thing about that sample and hold there. It's actually, I put it there in order to make it a little bit more unique. Like, if you don't have it there, you don't get as much of that, there's a little bit of movement right now. That's because of the sample and hold, and if you don't have it, there's no movement whatsoever. It's kind of a little bit more boring, and you can do some fun stuff with sample and hold for sure. Okay, let's go quickly into, hold on. Yeah, the macro for the second alternation of that sound, which is this. It's pretty neat actually, and what I'm doing here is I added an attack and a decay, with a low sustain. The sustain goes back down to 0. So what's happening, I don't know if I should draw this, but whatever. So what's happening is it goes up slowly and then it goes right back down. That's the envelope of the sound, really. And yeah, so that's what I wanted here. And basically the decay is kind of low. If you put the decay up, it's going to take longer for it to go back down to 0. And you might not hear the effect if it's so high. Look. But as soon as you turn the decay down, you can like solo out the transient if you wanted to. But yeah, try to keep a low decay and make it go back down to 0, and that's gonna give you a cool envelope. I do have a little EQ on that patch, just a little bit of high shelf, you know, makes it a little brighter, which is cool. And following this, I have a few effects, okay? So first of all, reverb, because without reverb, it sounds a little more dry. You know, obviously there's that dimension expander, but you can definitely hear like it sounds like it's in a room now, which is kind of neat. Settings are pretty simple on there. 4% because OTT brings that, you know, small amount back up with compression. Decay is pretty low. I brought these high cut and high damping all the way up, and low cut I brought that up because I don't want any reverb for the sub bass, because that's kind of silly. OTT is on there. 63% is the setting for depth. You know, if I had it more, it would compress the shit out of it even more. But I think around 60 is a good setting for the sound. And then following this, I'm reducing a little bit of mids because, you know, this part, you know, is there's a lot of frequencies going on here. So I found it a little bit annoying. So if you reduce that a little bit, you know, it can help. And also, if you really want to mix that in the song, then you might want to high pass this and layer sub as usual. I do have Maximus on here. I don't know if that does any, you know, obviously it compresses it, but makes it a little bit louder. But yeah, if you're wondering why yours doesn't sound exactly like that, that's why. But yeah, that's pretty much how I made the sound. If you guys like this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Follow my Twitter if you want to follow me around and chat me up. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon in the next stream. Take care, guys. Peace.